Morning guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our Bitcoin morning brief. So straight over to those charts. I'd just like to say guys, if you wouldn't mind just hitting the likes, hitting the thumbs up button. I've been told that I need to be asking you guys at the start of videos, so I don't like to ask people of things, but yeah, if you just wouldn't mind just hitting that like button, that would be amazing. But anyway, right, so over to these charts. So yesterday, last night's video, you obviously know that I was leaning to the bearish side. I mean, it's just the technicals. It's like there is no bias. I'd obviously been leaning to the bullish side for quite a considerable amount of time, but we now are starting to look a bit. Yeah, we were basically starting to look a bit toppy. We were struggling regaining levels of previous levels of support. And yeah, and I mean, I pretty much said what is the most likely scenario now is that we come down to 8,600. So come down back to tap our box that we've had drawn in here, as you guys know, for a while. So yeah, so like I always say, it's a game of levels. It's a game of boxes. I mean, we could see what was going on. We were struggling at this one, so we came down, tried to find support here, couldn't hold it. It came down, broke through to the middle, but managed to regain. We came down pretty fast there. So we gave this a test again, the 9,100 level, 9,001 to 200 level. We gave that a test. Could we reclaim that level? It was looking good. It was looking very good. We had this nice trend line we can see here. We had an overall larger time frame trend line. And obviously it was going to be a nice higher low, but yeah, it just wasn't to be. And obviously yesterday, when you could see that we were struggling, I was like, this is not looking good. Yeah, I mean, it was the most likely scenario for me was 8,600, and that's pretty much, well, exactly what basically happened overnight. So yeah, so that now all this does is give us more clarity on the overall picture. We're obviously a bit overextended at the moment for our Stokes turning back over, which is why we're probably sort of getting this bit of a bounce up again. But ultimately long run, we are either, most likely scenarios are we're either going to play out this range, or we are just going to hang around this level and then find our way below here. Obviously the likelihood now of us getting down to this next level are higher than they were when we were around here of getting to this level, because now there is more of a confirmed trend, and we're going to have a bit of a problem, a bit of issues as well, obviously if we start trading below here, because we're going to clear out a lot of these recent lows that we've had, where clearly there's going to trigger stops, and it's going to trigger stops from buyers that are bought. And it's also going to trigger just actual fresh sell trades, just fresh shorts from the bears that have been patiently waiting for their opportunity to jump in and wreak havoc on the Bitcoin price. So yeah, so 12 hours. Let's look at the 12 hour. Yeah, 12 hour Stokes very overextended here, as you can see. We were trying to basically go positive again. We were talking about that. This is when everything was kind of looking a lot more rosier than it does now. We were looking like this. 12 hours looking like we're going to turn back around, looking like we're putting a nice a higher low, the nice trend line intact. But it wasn't to be. This sort of macro resistance, I mean, it's always gonna cause problems. So yeah. Yeah, so obviously the 12 hour candle is pretty bad looking, 12 hour candle there. But yeah, we're resting upon this support. We can still bounce from here. We can still, if we can regain this 9,200 level, we can then play this range out to 9,500, and then yeah, potentially start to make our way back up. But it's just not the most likely scenario at the moment. As I always say, it's just a game of probabilities. It's just not the most likely scenario. Sorry about that. I'll just throw that phone out of the way. It's not the most likely scenario that we've got going on at the moment. So yeah, so let's have a look at the range and stop, and also what trade indications we got. So yeah, we were sort of flip-flopping around here, flipping to bullish, but we were getting sell signals and then flipping bearish and getting buy signals. I mean, this is what's happened when there's a bit of indecision, not really knowing where we were going. But then we got the larger time frame sell signal, which pretty much coincided with an absolute amazing sell. So this is an indicator on its own. This is this one here. This is this here. So you can see it coincided with this candle here, exactly the same candle I'm showing you. That's when we got the sell trade on the 25, on basically it's not the 25-minute dominator. This was the old 25-minute dominator. These levels, these buys and sells are in the same places they used to be when we used to look at the 25-minute, but I've subsequently translated them onto a 15-minute chart, so we're all in the same place. Do not ask me why I didn't do that in the first place, but hey, we've done it now. But anyway, coincided there, so we had that nice sell trade and then the great sell down. I mean, you could have taken profits, taken some trading take profits, or you basically got to roughly your entry, but then we came down again. So yeah, great trade. So what I'm saying is that coincided with here. So some people that just trade the large time frame swings and dominator, they would have taken that short there and they would have had a fantastic trade. Then we got our actual entry based on our strategy on this candle here. So this candle here, which was obviously when we started to break down below 9,000, because we obviously got the sell signal here whilst we were in the red here. So then that was a great trade. Yeah, great sell. We then got another sell here. So where you would either got taken out, you trading take profits, or you could have taken another sell here. And I mean, it looks like the market went up, but well, it did, but I'm just going to show you how much it went up by. It only went up by basically less than 1%, and I mean, we have our stops for our bots, our Alertatron bots that we use. We have ladders, so this is actually good for us. This is almost a Goldilocks scenario. Almost a Goldilocks. It's not quite the Goldilocks. We got a slightly better scenario, but we got our ladders filled. Didn't get to our 1.6% stop, so we ended up with a bigger position, and then bam, we came back down making more profits. So that's fantastic. And then we get the sell trade here again, indicating more weakness. So we just sat in our short trades, just waiting for us to come back down, test the 8,600 level, maybe break it, maybe not, maybe get stopped out, maybe end up having to we maybe go back up, maybe have to take a stop. I mean, it just is what it is. That's trading. So yeah, that's what we're looking at on there. Not too much to look at TD sequential wise. 4 hour though, in 8 hours, potentially coming up on a 4 hour 9, which these are pretty good, these 4 hour 9s. Like there's basically one here that turned into a 1, but that was a 4 hour 9. This was the buy 9 here, we kind of came up, this was a sell 9. So 4 hour 9s are pretty good. So maybe we get a bit more of a push down. Well, yeah, basically around to the 8,600, we'll get a 4 hour 9, and then we'll maybe get a move. I mean, looking at this chart, I don't see how we can't at least get up to basically this 9,200 resistance, 9,100, 9,200. So potential intraday or next couple of days move there that I will be eyeing. 12 hour just nothing doing to you guys. 12 hour MACD looking pretty bearish. But yeah, but anyway, so I won't keep you guys any longer. I'm aware my evening videos are starting to drag on a bit, but what I will say is, obviously, towards the end of the video, I'll go on about some other concepts or just general talking about the market, and so you only need to listen to. You don't need to see the video. Oh, it's 25 minutes long. I'm not listening to all of that. Just listen to the start of the video. That's all the TA. That's all the stuff you really need to know. That's all the good stuff. And then the rest of the video, I mean, you can or can't carry on listening to. I'm fine either way. If you've got some time and you want to listen to some of my advice, it's all market stuff. It's all Bitcoin stuff. It's all relevant. But yeah, it's maybe just not the technical analysis that you came here for. So yeah, again, remember guys, smash the likes. That would be amazing if you could do. And I will, yeah, remember, not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys soon.